My name's Ben, and today we've got a car that we know very, very well. It's a 2016 on a 66 registration, a Lexus RX450h, self-charging hybrid, so no need to plug this in, but it will still meet any ULEZ criteria or anything like that and is very future-proof. This particular car is an F Sport model with the all-important Premier Pack, so you get everything on this car, and in my opinion it's one of the best colour schemes of Azure Blue with the white leather interior. We'll walk around the car, point out some of the options to you that are included in that Premier Pack, but before we do so, the car is covered by a full Lexus main dealer service history, and if you know your Lexuses, you'll know that's important because Lexus actually warrant the cars for 10 years on what they call a relaxed scheme. So as long as you service the car with main dealers, you will benefit from Lexus warranty for 10 years, and this car has just over a year's worth left of that, so very nice peace of mind for the next owner. And we'll start at the front. So the first item to mention is actually the Lexus badge on the front, because this very cleverly doubles up as the radar for adaptive cruise control, which the car is fitted with. And just beneath the badge in the front grille, there's the forward-facing camera for the 360 surround camera system. Parking sensors integrated very nicely into the front bumper, and then being an F Sport, you have a slightly different grille style down here and a more aggressive bumper section down where these fog lights are. The headlights, we've got an LED daytime running light across the bottom, and the headlights themselves, you'll see the 3 beams in here. They do have automatic high beam assist, and they will turn around corners as well, so they are cornering lights. And then coming down the side, again, we've got these F Sport wheels, big multi-spoke wheels in metallic grey, which again is a lovely contrast against the Azure Blue of the car. F Sport badge on the front wing here, gloss black door mirrors, chrome window surrounds, and then obviously you've got the black centre section of the roof because this car has the opening glass panoramic roof, which is the biggest, most important part of that Premier Pack. It's keyless entry and exit. There's also an icon in the left-hand side of the door mirror for your blind spot monitoring, which will illuminate orange when somebody is in or near your blind spot. And then have a look inside at the white leather interior, black dashboard, black leather steering wheel, white seats. Again, like I said at the beginning, one of my favourite combinations on these cars. And again, that panoramic roof just allowing so much light into the vehicle. It makes a big, big difference. And then privacy glass to the rear 3/4 of the car, and then if you have a look in the back, there's so much space in the back of these, and the rear seats do have backrest adjustments, so you can tilt the backrest if you want to get yourself more comfortable, and they're also on sliders, so you can slide them slightly forwards and backwards as well. And again, that panoramic roof makes the most difference for the rear passengers, just allowing the light in, and they do have the options to put some window blinds up as well if they wish to do so, so very nice to have that ability. Coming around the back of the car, again, being an F Sport, we've got this metallic grey sort of almost diffuser section across the back of the car, a power tailgate, so just push the button and that will open itself up, and you get so much boot space in these cars. And you'll see this car's also got a rubber rear boot mat and a boot liner as well. And if you have a look under, there's some space under where the spare wheel goes. You can put stuff in between either side of that, and you've also got a bit of a cubby hole in the centre there with a load net as well for the boot section as well. Levers on the right hand side where you can fold those middle row seats down without having to go into the middle row, and a button on the top there to shut the boot down. Reverse camera just on the boot itself, just in the centre there, and that will pop itself shut. And we'll jump in the driver's side and talk through some of the interior options. So, starting on the driver's door card, you've got very smooth, very soft, typical Lexus leather on the armrest section and over here. And then we've got, again, leather across the top, but in black this time, and this sort of aluminium style trims throughout the interior. Memory settings for the driver's seat on the driver's door here, and then power folding, electrically adjustable door mirrors. And then coming into the centre, on the right hand side by my knee here, this is an important section because this is where a lot of your options in that Premier Pack are covered. So heated steering wheel, cost option, 360 cameras, cost option, heads up display, cost option, very, very important cost option as well. And we'll turn the car on, keyless, as I said, so button down the left hand side of the steering wheel here, electric seat adjustment, and as you've already seen, electric steering column adjustment, forwards, backwards, up and down. And the heads-up display has so much information on these RX450s. We've got lane departure assist, we've got speed limit assist, we've got our speed, we've got a compass showing us which direction we're going, and also which drive gear we're in, so forwards, backwards, or park. The steering wheel itself, being an F Sport, you've got the logo at the bottom and then perforated leather on the sides, smooth leather top and bottom, and as I touched on before, it is heated via the button down by my right knee. Our cruise control stalk is hidden just behind the steering wheel here, and then our adaptive button in terms of the radar is on the right hand side, lane departure warning, and then some controls for this F Sport dash in front of me. So it's important to mention this cockpit here, because being an F Sport, this is completely different to the cockpit you would get in a Premier or a luxury model, for example. And you can move this screen across, I believe, if I'm remembering rightly, or maybe not in an RX, apologies for that, but you've got on the left-hand side the information where you can scroll through your trip meters, your fuel economy, your driving assist, vehicle settings, all sorts of stuff like that. There's lots you can do on this right-hand screen. And then left-hand side, we've got some shortcut buttons for multimedia and Bluetooth, etc. And then coming across the sat-nav screen, which is absolutely huge in this generation of RX, we've got Lexus's own navigation. I'll just take it off a split screen so you can see just how big that is. A huge navigation screen there. If I pop the car into reverse, you'll see on the left-hand side we've got our bird's eye view where the driver's door's open at the moment, so slightly distorted, but if that was shut it would make a perfect bird's eye view. And then our reverse camera on the right-hand side just there. Pop it back into park. Coming down the centre, again, a part of the Premier Pack, just over here on the left-hand side, you'll see the logo for the Mark Levinson Premium Surround Sound System, one of the best sound systems in a car these days. Dual zone climate control in the front section here, and then if I move this gear stick across to neutral, just in front of it, we've got heated and ventilated seats for the front two passengers, and a wireless phone charging pad down the back there as well. Cup holders which have height adjustment, so you can actually put a deeper cup in and it will go further down, or you can push that button there to raise it up slightly, so very clever that Lexus have managed to do that. And then we've got a toggle here for our drive modes, so normal, sport, eco, and you can force the car into electric. So as I touched on at the beginning, it's a self-charging hybrid. If the car has enough charge in it, you can drive purely on electric mode. You've got a small cubby section under here, again very clever, and then your armrest under here with two USB ports and an aux point as well. And then I'll open the roof to show you the fully opening panoramic roof, which comes up and you get this big sort of wind deflection section at the front. And I'll switch the car off, jump outside and just summarise this fabulous example for you. So, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, a 2016 on a 66 registration, 67,000 miles, F Sport model with the Premier Pack, so all the bits you would ever want on one of these, in a fabulous colour scheme, a full Lexus main dealer service history, and the peace of mind of that Lexus Relax warranty for at least another year. My name's Ben, I hope the video's helped. Thank you very much for watching.